Hey Bear 92.3 Wild Country. It's Adam Smith and Rachel Fuchs is here with me, and we've got a special guest joining us. It is a guy that I've been dying to meet. Love his music. Singer, songwriter, Scott Wolverton. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Excited for it.
I was shared a couple of your songs recently, Do-Si Do and Cattleman's Call. And I'm like, wait, this guy's from Nebraska? and it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up in Seward, lived there up until college, bounced around a little bit in college, but my roots are definitely Nebraska. I'm very proud of being a Nebraskan, and Seward's a big part of who I am today. Even, all the people there kind of helped mold me into the guy I am. And I write a lot about that too. So I feel like that's kind of obvious in Cattleman's Call, especially because I grew up, my dad's a veterinarian in town. We have a small cow-calf operation. That was a large part of molding me into who I am. So, yeah.
Now, the cattle that you can hear on the recording in the studio, how was that done? Are those Nebraska cattle?
Those are certified Red Angus cattle from KW Red Angus. That's my dad. So that's my dad's actual call. I wanted to have that in there because that was where the whole idea came from, was that cattle call. And it's like, Humbus, come on, like that kind of thing, right? And my dad, growing up, my dad has always done that. And I was like, there's a song there or something. And so I wrote the song, and I was like, it'd be sick to incorporate that somewhere, somehow. And so I texted my mom, because my mom's kind of the doer there. My dad's kind of, he'll go do back and forth things and then forget about it. But I texted my mom, was like, hey, get with dad when he's calling in the cows in the evening and record it on your phone and then send it to me. And so she recorded just like that take that you hear at the beginning is just a voice memo on an iPhone.
Really?
That I had my mom record, and we didn't touch it. We didn't add any effects or reverb or anything to it, kept it as it was. And it's really cool because you can hear the space of the pasture, and I think that's really cool, like how it echoes across the land and all that. And it's actually crazy because his call is pretty much in key of the song too, which is like God made it that way almost. It was crazy. But yeah,
mom did a good job, didn't she?
She killed it.
Yeah. When I'm listening to the intro of that song, I mean, I can just kind of picture a foggy morning in Nebraska, going out to feed the cattle or check the calves, and it's perfect. Turned out perfectly.
I think this song means so much to people as well, especially, growing up in the industry. But then you add that, it's a personal story behind it. I think that just adds another layer. So that's incredible.
Thanks. Most definitely. I've had people reach out and be like, they're wives of cattle farmers, and they're like, my husband heard this and it hit home for him, and they really appreciate it. And that was kind of the main goal with it too. So I'm glad that it's resonating with the audience in that way, not just musically, but mentally and emotionally.
We're talking with Nebraska singer-songwriter Scott Wolverton, who resides in Nashville now. Tell me about the steps that took you from Seward to Nash Vegas.
Oh, where to start? So I played college baseball, and when I got done playing college baseball, I had another year of school to finish. I had been playing guitar since I was like 10 and singing through some church stuff, and into middle school, got into high school, was really into sports and athletics, started doing that instead. Was still playing for myself, went through college, played baseball in college. I went to junior college in central Kansas at Hutchinson Community College, went to Morehead State in eastern Kentucky for a year, and I spent a year at Central Missouri, or 3 years at Central Missouri is where I finished. That last year at Central Missouri, my buddies knew that I played guitar and sang, because we'd go out to the bars and we'd come back and it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning, and the guys would be like, Scott, grab the guitar and sing. And I'd be like, sure. And I guess they thought I was pretty good. So that last year, when I was just going to school, I started, we went to the local honky tonk in Warrensburg, and they flagged down, my buddies flagged down the waitress and was like, hey, how do we get this guy up on the stage? Because there was somebody playing and they were like, how do we get this guy to do it? And she slapped like a check book in front of me and was like, hey, write your number down, we'll call you. She called me. 2 weeks later, I played there. It was a lot of fun. Then I started finding places around Kansas City to play. I graduated. I got a degree in agronomy and soil and crop science stuff. I wanted to do turf management things. So I was working on golf courses and stuff. I moved out to Wyoming for a little bit and I was working on golf course. It was awesome, but I was too far from home. I was offered an assistant coaching job at the junior college I went to, and I took that. And so I was doing that. And while I was doing that is when I really started getting into writing and recording my own music. And so the early stuff is all things that I recorded by myself in Hutch or with a group in Kansas City. And then people started taking notice of that. I kind of got a following on social media a little bit, growing it that way. We were due for a turf field at the school. So we were getting bids from people to sell us turf basically. And one of the guys that was selling us turf, the other coaches I worked with would always pump me out to people. They'd be like, hey dude, this guy makes country music too. You should go check it out. So like we'd have recruits on campus and, they'd be like, hey, go check out his music. And then they'd text me on their way after they left and be like, this is awesome. And I'd be like, sick, you should commit to us or whatever. But, the guy that was trying to sell the turf is actually, he listened to it. He liked it. He sent it to his buddy in Nashville who manages artists and he liked it. Turns out he actually played ball at the same school I did at Central Missouri and he's from Kansas City. So he reached out, we started talking and I had a lot of interest to do music. I really wanted to try it. I enjoy it. I feel like I'm decent at it, you know? And so he was like, man, you should move to Nashville. It's the place to be if you really want to do this. And so I finished out, that conversation happened in October of 24. And then, October of 23. And then spring of 24, I finished the season coaching and then moved to Nashville that summer. So
well, it seems to be working out great for you. You're putting out some great music and you get to return to Nebraska this weekend. Tonight, you'll be on stage in Kearney at Joe's Honky Tonk with Wynn Williams, another great artist that our listeners know. What's it like returning to Nebraska? I know you had the chance to play the Adams County Fair this past summer and now bringing the stuff you learned in Nashville, the stuff you've created there back home to people you've known for a long time.
It's great. It's really cool to see. The coolest part for me is that, I haven't since I left to go play ball in college and do other life things. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in Seward just because I'm living life and doing life things and it requires me to be in different places. But when I get to come back and play, the community still remembers me, I guess. And it's really, I know it feels so good. Like knowing that they've continued to watch and continue to cheer me on, even when I don't see it. Cause if you're not there, you don't really notice it all the time, but, they show up and that feels so good. And that's the best part. Just knowing that, people that grew up supporting me through other things are still supporting me through what I'm doing now, and just makes you feel good, So
well, you've got fans and supporters here in the middle part of the state for sure. Right. Now, so what does success look like over the next couple of years? What are your goals?
I'm working on some more music. That's kind of the thing right now. I've got some more shows coming that I'm really excited for. Planning on doing some stuff in the spring, still working on scheduling all that out. Planning on getting back to Nebraska for some more shows. Maybe get through the Midwest a little more into Kansas and Oklahoma, Missouri. Doing all that stuff. Just growing the Midwestern country music brand is the big thing. And, let it take me where it takes me.
Awesome. Well, I hope that it will bring you through our neck of the woods. The door is open. Hope you'll come visit us here at K-Bear one of these days. and maybe play us a song in studio.
I would be so down for that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Together. Scott, thank you so much for taking a little time. We again invite everybody out tonight. Joe's Honky Tonk in Kearney. Scott's going to be there. Wynn Williams is going to be there. Your friends will probably be in town too, and you get tickets at the door. We'll hope to see you again soon, Scott.
Yep. Thank you very much.